The Lagos state government has over the years devised ways of improving on its infrastructure. Sometimes this project has started and are effectively concluded as at when due. Other times delays set in. Now one of such projects started but failed to meet completion date is the Ishawa Road project. Another is the Bola Ahmed Tinubu Igbe Road in Igbogbo Bayeku local government area. Now, well, contractors have returned to the sites of this project and we followed up. Ikorodu area of Lagos witnesses various construction work as three major routes undergo construction and rehabilitation. They are the Bola Ahmed Tinubu Igbe Road project. The project, which started during the last administration in the state, could not continue due to some unforeseen challenges. The 11.9 kilometers Ijede Road stretches from Ewu-Elekpe to Ijede town, cutting across 4 local councils and 37 communities. Though efforts are on the first phase of the road, which covers 6.05 kilometers from Itamaga to Ewu-Elekpe town. Also, first phase of Owotu, Agric-Ishawa Road, covering 7.8 kilometers and cutting across 8 communities, is ongoing. It has been upgraded to a dual carriageway. While construction work continues at the Igbogbo Bola Tinubu Road, residents of Igbe have taken it upon themselves to support development in the area by embarking on the construction of culverts and drainage in their locality. Though work had been put on hold as at when we visited, a visible evidence of their efforts is on ground. They speak on these projects.
First is to really appreciate the government for the effort they are making in getting that road, worthy of, transportation, worthy of the, people that are living in that environment. The first thing that I want them to know is that it's going to boost economic activities. A lot of people are grounded now. If you look at even the nation, security-wise, so many things are happening. If the road is done and it's in good shape, it means anything that has to do with security will be abated. And then again, on the social side, when you look at the fact that people go out, come back late, transport and whatever, traffic and whatever, if that place is done, it means there won't be any room for anyone. And again, the life of the people will change. So if the government can, assist us so that whatever it is that we are able to do, they can complement our efforts.
As far as they are concerned, Igbe Road will be a viable alternative for road users while work is ongoing at the Bola Tinubu Road.
So far so good. We've exhausted over 15 million naira to get laterites to some of the potholes, to get some of the critically challenged areas channeled properly, and we've even erected culverts which cost us at least ₦1 million plus. And along the line, we discovered that the other side where we have serious erosion, we need to channel the erosion down to the canal. So that cost us much. At which we used heavy duty 16 tons excavator. But to God be the glory. I think the road is motorable now, and we've dropped roughly 40 load of lateral sand to fill it, to grade it, and to roll it so that it will be more smoother.
Now, at this point now, we are stocked. We appreciate government because the light they brought there is brightening into this place. But we are begging, there's more to be done. All we are asking for now, we don't want to ask for too much. We said, put it in a motorable state for us. That if we have put self-effort to get it to this level, we know quite well that with just a little effort from state government, because this road leads to Ijede, with this, it will reduce the traffic on Otano. You know, there are so many channels that you can pass this place to. You know, if you go into all these areas, you have very good homes, very, very good houses. You know, businesses will boost. You know, things will come back to normal as usual. Even for this construction, you know, this little palliative measure that we are doing, a lot of people are coming back to develop their properties. You know, so it's going to help to evacuate that congestion in Lagos, particularly. Even in Ikorodu, where people are staying strictly in Ebute, concentrating in some certain areas, you know, people will come back here. Because like if you had come here like 8 months or a year ago, you cannot pass here. It's not motorable. Even at the other one. So we have to go through a bypass, which means to leave your house in a day, to get to maybe Igbe Junction alone, you use nothing less than 5 liters of fuel first, apart from rolling around the whole place. But now it's a smooth, straight drive, you know. So this is an express as far as the people in this area we are concerned.
For now, they crave an extension of government support, so the work they've started is not stalled due to paucity of funds.
So we are just begging that before the rain comes, whatever assistance Baba can do for us, let them come to our aid. Let it be motorable, so that when you move from here to Igbe Junction, just like 3 minutes. Okay? So if they can come to our aid, let us put it on a palliative level that you can drive through. Even when the rain comes, then we can drive through it. It will help a lot. That's what we are begging.
The various CDAs in this place, normally about 7 CDAs, we have made our effort, put our resources together and technical know-how to arrive at this level. A lot still needs to be done.
During our visit to the office of the Special Advisor on Works and Infrastructure, Lagos State, she reiterated government's plan to effectively manage traffic despite the many projects on ground.
We've tried to look at networks. We look at bus routes. We look at how can we ease the transport system, the gridlock, just trying to reduce the vehicular density on the road. So you see, introducing lag ferry, having boat rides, trying to routes where you can have waterways, having boats there, where you have your bus, Lamata bus drive, having the BRT lanes, complementing what we have. Not just building roads. You build strategic roads that will make the T in the team's agenda work. Lagos Badagry Expressway, it's not by accident that we chose Jimoh Odutola into Babs Anima Sound linking Lagos Badagry Expressway. Lagos Badagry, when you get to Abulado, trying to do Ijedodo. The reason why you want to do Ijedodo is because we have already done up to Lagos Badagry Expressway, you can actually ramp up the Abulado into Ijedodo. That way you open up the whole network, the hub. In the same manner, when you look at Lasu Ibadan Road, that road in its state, you look at it, if we need to tidy up 1 or 2 things, which PwC is doing very well, you will see that there's a massive, aggressive maintenance works. We've identified all the routes where exactly we need to come in, make sure that the connectivity is complete. And so it's not by accident. There's a master plan that you're looking at and you're seeing exactly how you can free all the gridlocks.
She also shares insights into the various projects being carried out in Lagos and time of completion, including the Ojota construction.
So the Agric-Ishao Road, like I said, is a 7-kilometer road. We're very much on course. The duration of 15 months. It's a dual carriageway in interlocking stone. It has drainage structures, hydraulic structures on the left side and the right side. It also has provision for pedestrian footbridges across the road because you envisage the volume of pedestrian traffic that will be going there. The bridge, you asked us about the bridge. There is a bridge component that will link the proposed Fourth Mainland Bridge. That is not yet in place. So that will be the next phase of the construction when this phase of work terminates. So in summary, I would say the contractor, they're back on site, they're doing well, based on the progress that I see myself last week Tuesday. And a couple of other ones that they're doing. They also have the work contractors on Igbobo Road. Igbobo Road is also a 7-kilometer, same terrain, same construction period, about the same length of road. Igbogbo is 7.3 kilometers as against the 7 that you have on Agri-Kishao. The contractor is also working. They are presently working on the major culvert that you have at the beginning of the project. They have ongoing relocation of services on the extreme ends. The structures that are in the right of way, the school area and a couple of other places also, they're trying to conclude the relocation works. At the same time, try to start with the drainage works as well. For Ijede Road. Ijede Road is handled by a different contractor, Mrs. Arab Contractors. That's a roadway of about 6.8 kilometers, also dual carriageway. They started with the drainage structures that you have there, and I think we'll keep to the 14 months duration. Odota Road was becoming an embarrassment, the kind of gullies that were beginning to have on that roadway. So we looked at what were the problems. Essentially, they were drainage problems induced. There's a manhole all along Ikorodu Road. What you have is you have a drainage system that works with manholes, totally all silted and blocked. And so that goes on the roadway that is in asphalt, and everybody knows that asphalt and water are not exactly the friends. And attempts to desilt and the way we maintain our drainage structures around the corridor has not helped. So one of the things we proposed was, let's have a road in rigid pavement, do a total desilting program now, year-round, and then have a road in rigid pavement. So that way, you're sure that the road lasts longer. It's more expensive, but in the long run, maintenance-wise, you are better off. The duration of work then there is supposed to be for 8 months, but we're trying to see what we can fast-track as much as possible to 6 months, working day and night, because you work in grids, day, night, and then see what we can have. And as it is going on there, it's also going on in other areas of the state.
With respect to pedestrian bridges in the state, the Special Advisor Work says work is commencing on the airport road facilities since the road had been extended. Fadeyi Bridge also makes the cut.
They've practically completed the road with the pedestrian bridges outstanding, and they have moved back to site. As I speak, if you go investigate what I've said, you see them back on site ready to complete the 3 pedestrian bridges on the roadway, aside from the one in Toyota. In the same manner, they are working on Apapa-Oshodi Expressway. There are no provisions for pedestrian bridges between Bariga by Bagara Phase 2 to Antony. And so Lagos State government has met with the federal government. About 3 weeks ago, we had a meeting with the federal, and we have pointed out to them to say, it will complement this road furniture of having the pedestrian bridges, would actually complement that, because now the barriers that you have on the road are so high, and because these areas are residential areas, you expect people to cross. And if you don't want them to cross the expressway, it behoves us to make sure that you have pedestrian bridges. And so it's already incorporated in the program that pedestrian bridges will come around Bagada Phase 2 to meet the other ones where there are gaps. You know that you have a pedestrian bridge at Trem, and then you have another one just before Trem. So between Bagada Phase 2, we require some pedestrian bridges, and they have consented. The federal government has consented to having one or 2 in that interval. So we do have a program for pedestrian bridges to be in place in the areas where it appeared they're abandoned. So FADEI also is receiving attention. The proposal there, we're trying to revisit it to see, can we still go ahead with a steel one, or we have it in concrete? So by the time we're done, that will be awarded in this first quarter.
With this infrastructure being put in place, it is expected that strict monitoring is done to ensure high quality and standard jobs are delivered. It is also important for the citizens to note that these shared facilities are at their best when protected by all. In the coming days, Lagos might still witness more projects and the attendant gridlock. However, with proper traffic management, patience and consideration for one another, a greater Lagos will emerge.